Hi everybody, it is June and I'm in such a good mood. Summer is just around the corner. I picked up a few new goodies, so I thought I'd sit down, have some fun with them, show these new products to you. We'll try them out together and hopefully we'll end up with a really nice summer look. I have a new SPF that I have been testing out. I want to talk to you about. I finally have the Milk Hydra Grip Skin Tints. When I think summer, I think skin tint. So I used this yesterday. I have some thoughts, so I can't wait to try it again today. What else? Oh, I just got this Sacheu Contour Stick. Can't wait to try this. Like it just literally just arrived. Sweed sent over a few products for me to try. I have an eyeliner from them, and I also have one of their mascaras. I know, another mascara, but it's okay because we have to test these things out, right? And Westman Atelier has new lip liners. I picked up one shade just to test it out and another shade. I think they came out with 4 new shades in their Lip Suede Lipsticks, my favorite all-time lipstick. So I can't wait to show you this one. And I think that's it, unless something's hiding around the corner. Let's see if we can put a nice summer look together. I quickly want to talk about this Paula's Choice Youth Extending SPF 50 Fluid. I did only pick up a mini. I'm glad I only picked up a mini because it's pretty pricey. I just want to show you first the consistency of it. It is very, very runny, which I don't typically mind because I like my SPFs to be on the thinner side. I don't like my SPFs to be thick and goopy and hard to get into my skin. This one is lightweight. I do like that about it, but it takes some time to work into the skin, despite the fact that it's a fluid and very, very light. So it feels very, very nice. It's okay, but I get pilling. So either it's interacting with my regular skincare, which I'm not going to switch out just to use an SPF. So I had pilling like all around this area right here. And also, I didn't notice this the last times I used it, or maybe it did happen and I just didn't notice, but I did get a reaction here. I woke up, I didn't have anything over here. I put on my regular skincare, waited, then I put on my SPF or this SPF. And then all of a sudden I kind of not broke out, but I had like a red patch here. It's since gone away, but my skin definitely reacted to it. It could only have been this. So for those 2 reasons, this is not one that I'll be picking up again. And actually, I'm not going to use it at all. This is just gonna go away. It's almost done anyway. It is a mini and you don't get too much product in here. How much is in there? Yeah, it's 0.5 fluid ounces. So just maybe a handful of uses in this and it's fine. That's why we test these things out. That's my experience with this, not my favorite. I would stick to my Korean sunscreens that I love so much. The Beauty of Joseon, the Isntree Watery Sun Gel, I love so much. And I've also been testing out the, I think, is it Haru Haru? Haru Haru Wonder. That one's a little bit thicker. I could use it as a moisturizer in place of my morning moisturizer. But anyway, those 3 I've really been loving. This one, not a favorite at all. Okay, let's talk about the Milk Makeup Skin Tint. I did try this yesterday. I do have some thoughts. The reason it took me so long to pick these up and try them out for you is because it was sold out. At least the shades that could possibly work for me were sold out for so long. So these have been out for maybe 2, maybe even 3 months now. And finally, I got the notification that the shades I was interested in were back in stock. So I picked them up. I did try this yesterday, and based on that experience, I'm going to try applying them a little bit differently today. I picked up 2 shades. I picked up 5, which is a light neutral, and 7, which is a medium neutral. I was not sure which one would work for me because online it was kind of hard to tell, but it is a skin tint, which the shades and skin tints tend to be fluid or flexible, I should say. Oh, I'm sure you've seen 7,000 reviews of this, but just quickly show you the packaging. It is a squeezy. This looks like you would pull it off, but you don't, you twist it off, and it's a squeezy bottle. All right, so here is shade 5, and that looks pretty good for me. And then here is shade 7, which clearly is too dark at this point, but I could also mix them up and get a little bit of a darker shade, obviously a mix of the two. So as I get more tan, I can combine them. However, if I was only to pick up one, then 5 would have been the shade for me. Okay, getting the hair back. When I used this skin tint yesterday, I did notice some fading around the 4-5 hour mark, especially around my chin and then in certain areas. So today, I think I want to try using a primer because I did not yesterday. I'm going to use my Tom Ford Soft Matte Primer. I think would really work well with this skin tint. I do want to see what difference a primer will make for this. Although this skin tint claims to have gripping properties, kind of like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which I have enjoyed in the past, but I think my daughter stole it and I haven't replaced it for myself because I have since discovered the Tom Ford Soft Matte Primer, which I love so much. So it does claim to have that gripping property from blue agave extract, I think is what I read in the ingredients that helps it to grip to the skin and makes it so long lasting. So let's get this on the face. I'm going to use shade 5 today. You can apply this with your fingers or a brush. I have put it on with my fingers and it does look really nice. It blends right in, but I think I prefer a brush. I did brush laundry last night and some of the brushes I wanted to use today are still a little bit damp. Like not completely wet, but I don't want any residual water or dampness to affect anything. But this Mario F4 brush is completely dry. So that's why I'm using this one today. Otherwise, I would have used my BK Beauty, but this is a really nice foundation brush as well. So this is a gel formula and it does feel like a gel. It is lightweight feeling. It's got a dewy natural finish and definitely it is without feeling greasy, but you are glowy, definitely glowy. It provides tons of hydration and definitely I can say that's true. My skin felt very moisturized. It felt juicy and plumpy. So this claims to have a light to medium buildable coverage. And right now with one layer, this is giving me a nice coverage. Everything looks even, doesn't look like it's sitting on the skin. It's sinking right in. It's lightweight, but I can feel it. I definitely can feel it, though we've just applied, got to give it a second to sink in. I am going to try and build this up in areas that I need extra coverage. So definitely covering those areas that we're peeking through. And wow, like this to me is almost foundation-y, to be honest with you. It's got really good coverage. I'm just gonna like push it into the skin a little bit more. This has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, squalene, and that blue agave extract that I was telling you that's supposed to grip to your skin and give it that long lasting power. I'm going to bring it down my neck just a little bit. So when I think of summer, I think skin tint, something light that provides not necessarily a heavy coverage or a full coverage, but something that feels lightweight, looks lightweight, doesn't look makeup-y, and provides a nice coverage, right? Not covering everything, but just enough to even out the skin a little bit. In my mind, my skin tint for the summer was going to be the Makeup Forever Super Boost, which I love so much. But then when I saw this one, I thought, oh, maybe we have a contender. And so far, I mean, when you first apply, it looks really, really nice. I look shiny in this area, and I did get that yesterday, not off the bat because I did powder. But after, I'd say 7 or 8 hours, I had this shine here, but it wasn't greasy. It was just a shine. I can't explain it because I touched it and I thought, no, it's not greasy. It's not oily. It's not breaking down or anything like that. It was just that shine and that glow was coming through even though I had powdered that area. So this shade 5 works really, really well. And my skin looks really smooth and I'm really liking the way that my skin looks, just like I did yesterday when I applied this. Okay, let's move on and then we'll see what happens with this as time goes on. This is fragrance free, by the way. It claims that it's fragrance free and I don't smell anything anyway. Okay, let's contour and bronze up a little bit. I'm not sure how this shade is going to be on me. Is it going to be contoury or is it going to be bronzy? It looks like it might be bronzy, but this is from Sacheu. This is the Stay In Contour. And I got the shade 03, something about drama. It's a click up, so let's see how long it takes. Okay, I see a little bit coming out. All right, okay, we have a little bit at the tip. And I kind of like that this is a very small, even though it's a spongy tip, and I'm not crazy about a spongy tip, but it's nice and tiny. It's not pointy, but it's not a flat sponge where you get a really big dot if you go straight to your face. So let's see what we get. I'm just gonna do a couple of dots there, a couple of dots here. I'm just going to do one side first because I'm not sure how quickly these dry. I'm just going to flip my Mario brush over. There's nothing on this. It's just stained from, I don't know which blush I used this on, but I couldn't get the stain off. Oh no. Wait a second. Oh, okay. That's blending out much better. I thought we had an emergency situation there for 1 second. Okay, so you don't need too much of this because as you can see, it has covered quite the area with those 2 dots. So I would start with 1 dot and then take it from there. So, oh, but that blended so easily, so beautifully. Definitely a bronzy shade for me. Not a contour shade, but I don't mind that at all. It is not glowy. It is not... Oh, I forgot to do the sticky test with you with the foundation. Well, we'll do that on this side. Let me spread this out and I'll do that. Can't believe I forgot to do the sticky test with you. So this looks like it has a very natural kind of finish to it. It's not glowy. It's not too matte. And I think I went a little bit too low here. I'll fix that. Anyway, really, really easily spreads. I love this shade. The shade is really, really nice too. Very easy to use, very nice. Does it last 24 hours or whatever they say it lasts? I don't know. I do not know. I just got this, but I will let you know for sure in either a pinned comment or in the description or somewhere on here on the screen, depending on how much information I need to give you. Am I going to take it for 24 hours? Absolutely not, but I will take it for as long as possible. But right now, it looks beautiful. Very, very nice. Before I apply on this side, I'm going to do the sticky test. It feels tacky. It hasn't dried down, but I don't see it like, oh. So if I, yeah, so it hasn't dried down yet. Let me flip this over because I see my fingerprint right there. Let's fix that. So I don't recommend you sticking your fingers in it, but yeah, there is a tackiness to it. Let's see the hair. Yes, the hair does stick to it. Okay, I'm going to give it some time because from what I experienced yesterday, after a while, it'll dry down. So, but not completely, but not like this. I don't remember it like this yesterday. Anyway, let's continue. I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to go a little bit lighter on this side. I can go a little bit higher because I know this is a bronzer for me, but so easy to use. So that's, you know, look at this side, that was 2 dots, and this side much more natural, much lighter. So you obviously can build this up to the depth and the intensity that you want, but I kind of like both. I like both, and I like having the option as well. So because I built it up a little bit more on this side, I'm going to add just one more and build this one up just a little bit, deepen out that shade. So pretty, so pretty. I love the undertone of this. Very, very nice, very nice. I think I want to put a little bit on my nose, just a little bit of a contour here. Flipped it. Oh, this is a dual-ended Patrick Ta brush. I really like this brush for any nose kind of contouring because this flat side you can apply and then use the fluffy side to blend everything out. So we have a little shadow going on there. I don't know if I'll go over this with another bronzer or not. We shall see. Let's check in on the foundation. I definitely have a glow. You can definitely see a glow, a little bit too much for my liking in this area, so I will end up powdering. My chin looks like there's a spotlight on it. So this T-zone area is a little bit too lit up for me right now. But let's put some blush on, then I'll get to the eyes, and then we'll do some powdering. I haven't used the Huda Beauty blush filter in some time, and I love this shade Cotton Candy. It reminds me of summer. It's pink enough, but not too pink. It's light enough. Oh, I just love it. I love this formula, and I love this shade. I'm gonna grab an IT Cosmetics brush. It's dry. I had to wash basically all of my brushes last night. I was down to nothing. Oh, done. So pretty. Look at this shade. I love it. It's a sweet, sweet pink shade. But like I said, not too pink. Just enough. I do one cheek at a time with this one because sometimes I get distracted and this has sat way too long. So I just do one cheek at a time so that I don't run into that issue just in case. Insurance. A little on the nose. I love blush on the nose. Some people don't. I do. All right, for the eyes, I'm going to correct with a Dermatology eye corrector in the shade medium. A little goes such a long way. So what I do is I squeeze just a little bit out, just that much. That might even be too much for both eyes, I got to tell you. So I'm going to just dot a little bit on each eye. This one I can use just as a corrector and my concealer, or just a corrector. Depends on the day. It has SPF 41, but you just have to be careful not to put too much because it can easily become too much quickly. Okay, so we have some nice correction happening, but I am going to apply a little bit more concealer. I'm going to apply the Kulfi in Cocoa Crush. I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the Dermatology and just go onto the tip. This one goes a long way too, and I'm very careful not to apply too much product to my under eyes because they're getting wrinklier and dinklier by the day. So I do spend a little bit more time than ever for my under eye because I'm so careful with the amount that I am applying. But it's lightweight and looks so smooth and beautiful under the eye. Perfect for summer. Perfect for summer all year round. But because it's so airy, that's the way I'm going to describe it. You don't feel like you have anything on. I just grabbed the ILIA One and Done Liquid Shadow. It's a liquid to powder formula. I have a few of them, but this shade, I can't remember the name of it. It's called SHEEN. Let me show you how gorgeous this shade is. It's got a golden shift to it. It's so nice. And these are so very long lasting. As I mentioned, they go on like a liquid and then you have a few seconds to blend them out and then you touch them. They do feel like a powder shadow. Uh-oh. I don't think it's a good thing when your liquid shadows start smelling like marker, right? That can't be good. That can't be good, right? Maybe I'll pick something else. Oh no, this has gone bad. I've only had it. How long have I had it? Maybe a year? Maybe a year. All right, okay, we're not going to do this one. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to grab the Sacheu bronzer, and I think I want to use that as a shadow. At least we'll try it in the crease. I haven't clicked anything up. I'm just taking whatever's on the tip of this with a Refer number 15. And let's see. And if this is supposed to be long wearing, why not use it on the eyes too? This is obviously gliding on just as nicely as it did on my cheeks as a bronzer. I love this shade. The undertone of it is just, it's perfect for my skin tone. If we're shade twins, something about drama, what's it called? Yeah, it's 03 Giving Drama. So nice. Okay, more points for this. I want to add a little bit of light and sparkle to the lid, so I'm going to grab my Dior highlighter in Nude Halo and a Refer 02 and get this beautiful highlighter on the eyelids. And I don't know if I'm going to add highlighter to my cheeks over here. But if I do, this again will be another double duty product. This is my favorite kind of look for every day. Yes, I sparkle every day. I'm gonna put some in the inner corner too. And well, not every day, but I don't mind it I don't avoid it for every day. Let's just put it that way. So Sweed was kind enough to send over some products to me. One of them is this eyeliner in the shade Mink Grayish. Let me, so the side where the color stripe is, that's where you can find a little blending brush. But this is a regular pencil type of liner. Here is the shade Mink Grayish. So it's a cool brown. It is so pretty. I want to see how easily it glides on the eye. So far, so good. I think I like this shade. Sometimes cooler browns in grayish type of shades on my eyes don't look the best. Okay, so this is pretty creamy, but not too creamy where it's slipping and sliding all over the place. I do have some nice control. I'm going to try and do just a little wing here. I'm not sure if this shade suits me. I don't know if it's too cool for me. I don't know if it's doing anything for me, you know? But the formula is very, very easy to work with. It glides on. There's no pulling. There's no tugging or anything like that. My eye is golden right now, especially with that Dior highlighter. So if I had a cooler shadow look, this would probably work perfectly. It's just against that warmth on my eyelid. This one isn't really jiving. I should have thought of that. And yes, this had a chance to dry down. It's not going anywhere. So it is long lasting based on this swatch and me trying to rub it off. So yeah, I should have chosen another shade of liner for today, but that's okay. I wanted to test out the formula anyway. It's all right. Once we get some mascara on, it'll all work. I think it'll all work. Oh, you know what else they sent over? This lash serum. So I've heard very, very good things. I just started using it yesterday, and I will keep you updated if this does any miracles on these wimpy lashes. Okay, I have faith in you. Please, please, please work. Okay, let's try out their cloud mascara that they sent over. I chose dark brown because I love a brown mascara, and I'm not gonna curl my lashes or add a primer. I just want to see what this does on its own. Okay, so I immediately feel it gripping. There are tiny, tiny, tiny little bristles in here, so they are grabbing on to the lashes, let me tell you. But it doesn't feel pokey like the ILIA one that I tried. That one felt really pokey. This one is not feeling pokey at all so far. It's not doing it for me in terms of volume. In the length and lift department, we're looking okay. Looking okay. Okay, let's go in for a second coat. In terms of the brown shade, this is a very, very dark brown. It says it right on the box, dark brown. So I'm not seeing brown, really. This is a very deep brown. So I have tremendous lift. And so this, from what I can see, would be a wonderful, for me, everyday fluttery lash mascara. Let's add just a touch to the bottom lashes and get some definition along this lash line because I'm not going to add anything underneath. The instant grip it has on your lashes without pulling or tugging or anything. Beautiful. I really like that length and lift. And it's not a messy formula at all. So this would be a great one if you have nothing on your lid. It won't get any product on your lash line or anything like that. I really do appreciate that about this mascara or any mascara that has that property. Okay, all right. Let's check back in on the skin tint. So that stickiness is not there anymore. So you got to give it some time. Let's do the hair test. Maybe one little strand. It's not fully dried down. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't feel that like heaviness or that sticky goopiness where I could leave like a fingerprint if I press too hard type of thing. However, I am shiny over here. And I'm not crazy about that that spotlight in the center of my face. So I am going to powder just this area. I'm using the Givenchy N03 Voilé Rosé and a N something brush. I'll link all the brushes that I've used, all the makeup that I've used today in the description box if you are curious. And I'm going to start just powdering under the eye and get down here. Definitely get this chin area. This is where I had problems yesterday. It was one of those experiences where, I don't know, I liked it, but for some reason, I couldn't put my finger on what was bothering me about it. I couldn't like really point it out, like except for the obvious, like my chin and everything. I don't know, like I liked it, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, yesterday, even though I powdered, I did look shiny here, but not greasy. It was the strangest thing. Strangest thing. This glow will come through, well, at least in my experience yesterday. So let's see if the same thing happens today. I'm going to powder a little bit more than I did yesterday. Yesterday was a very light dusting. This might need a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing today. And again, only in the T-zone. I don't want to touch anything else. Now I want to try this new Westman Atelier Lipliner and a new shade of the Lip Suedes. I lost a little bit of my blush, I noticed, in this area right here and this area right here. Is it because I touched my face trying to do my liner? That is so strange. That's never happened with this blush before. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Maybe I'm touching my face too much, trying to see if it's sticky. That's it. That is it. So I'm disturbing this beauty. Normally when I do like an official review of a foundation or a skin tint, I only wear that product and that product alone because I don't want anything else to kind of interfere. But because I wanted to kind of do a full face, like a nice summer face today, and also that this has been out for, God, I don't know, 3 months now, I just thought, let's just try it out, do a wear test and all that. But I wanted to add all the rest and test out all of this other new makeup as well. So, okay, back to the lips. All right, so Westman Atelier has new lip liners out. I only picked up one because they're stupidly expensive. I picked up the shade Petal. I'm gonna do this for you so you can see how creamy they are. Like, they just glide. They're so beautiful. They're almost gel-like. That's the way I can describe them. I have tried this. They're not sheer like the Merit ones are. The Merit ones are very creamy, but they are sheer. I love them. I love them for day to day. This one has much more pigment, glides on. Well, let me show you. Let me show you how it glides on. So easy. So easy. And just like the Lip Suede, the pigment kind of just glides on itself. Honestly, this is creamy enough that you could put it all over your lip and it wouldn't feel drying or look dried out at all. But because I have the new lipstick, I am not going to do that today, but you can definitely do that. My favorite lipstick, matte lipstick, the Lip Suedes. They came out with four, I think, new shades. I wanted to pick them all up, but I just picked up one. I picked up Rain, R-E-I-N-E. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm just going to quickly swatch that for you. It's got a peachiness to it, an oranginess to it, a pinkiness to it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, let's see. I don't know if it'll be okay with Petal, but we'll see. Oh, I want to show you. I did that just with what I had applied of the lip liner below, and it filled my whole lip. Okay, that's how creamy, that's how amazing these formulas are. All right, let's get this on. What do we think? Is this not beautiful for the summertime? If you wanted a little bit of a darker lip, something that stands out but is summery. This formula, it's a matte lipstick. It does not feel matte, does not feel drying in any way. It's slippy. It's like silk. It's like silk on your lips. I'm telling you, this is the best lipstick formula. It is unreal, unbelievable, out of this world. All right, everyone, I'm gonna do a wear test. Don't know how long I can take it. If I start seeing anything that I saw yesterday, like breaking down, shininess, anything like that, then that's where I will stop the wear test. Otherwise, I'll just keep going as long as I possibly can. All right, we're 5 hours in and I'm just reapplying my lipstick. Okay, so what am I seeing? 5 hours in, and this is where things started to go south yesterday as well. So my chin, although it hasn't faded like it did yesterday, it's starting to look a little weird. I don't know, like there's something about it. It's kind of bunched up here, and that never happens to me. My chin looks kind of red, like it's faded in this area. I'm not as shiny as I was yesterday, but mind you, I powdered more than I did yesterday, and I also am using the Tom Ford primer underneath. So that has seemed to help. In these areas right here, everything seems to look fine. I'm not seeing anything of concern. My pores, I mean, I have pores. When I put my glasses on to inspect, they're obviously much more emphasized, but more than usual. I don't know. I like it and I don't at the same time. It's so strange. So it does give a beautiful glow. I still have, like, the glow is there. It doesn't go away. A good thing is that it's dried down, but the glow is still there, and it's not an over the top glow. It is quite beautiful in that way. I do have to say the coverage is more than I thought it would be. I would say it's definitely a medium. So we do have the chin situation. I don't know what else to do to help that. And we're 5 hours in. I don't think this is a 12-hour wear, not for me. And I have a normal skin type. If you're oily, I don't know, this would probably not be a good idea. I really do want to continue testing this one out. And I know it's been 2 tests and still no conclusion, and yet I want to use it again. That's not usually a very good sign, but I am going to continue to test this out. Verdict's out on this one. There are great things about it. There are some other not great things about it. Like, I think it looks really nice at the same time. Do you see where I'm confused, right? I'm confusion about this. Confusion. Like, my forehead still looks really, really smooth, really, really nice, a nice glow, but not a shine. Like, it looks good, right? I like the glow because it's not sticky anymore. It feels okay. Stay tuned, stay tuned. Okay, the Sacheu bronzer, so far so good, hanging on. We're only 5 hours in, really, so this is supposed to last forever and a day. I'll update you on that, but it seems to be staying put and it looks beautiful. And this is a great formula, and I love in particular this shade. It is perfect for me. The undertone's awesome and works great as a shadow. Double duty, always love a double duty product. So far so good on this one. The Sweed liner, again, not necessarily the right shade for this look, although a very pretty, beautiful, cool brown shade. The formula great, glided right on, and seems to be very long lasting. I have like a hint of a line along my lashes. So this shade for me isn't going to have a huge impact, coupled with the fact that it's against a much warmer eye. That's the issue today, but the pencil itself, really nice. And the Cloud Mascara, although not giving me volume, has given me great amount of length and lift, and they're standing at attention. I really like it for an everyday mascara. The one thing I'll say is it's a dark brown. It's not giving brown mascara to me. It's giving almost black mascara to me. So I wish it was a little bit leaning more on the brown side. I would have liked it better, but it is what it is. You're not going to get too brown of a lash with this one, but it's a nice one. Westman Atelier Lipliner. This went through lunch and did not move. As creamy as it is, it stays in place. I have not had to reapply my liner at all. I love it, and I love the shade Petal. And the new shade in Rain or Rhine or Rain, don't know. Whatever it is, so, so pretty. I love it. I love it for summer. It's beautiful. I love this formula already. There's no question about that. Such a beautiful lipstick, and I'm glad to have another shade in my collection. So I think we have achieved a very nice summery look. What do you think? I like it. Oh, I don't like the way my chin looks. Have any of you already tried the Milk Makeup Skin Tint? Please let me know down below what your experience was with it. Am I, like, I don't know. I don't know. And I think there has been a pretty mixed bag of reviews on this one. I'm not sure, jury's out, but please do let me know if you've had experience with this and what you have found. And if you've experienced the same things that I have. I'm a little discombobulated by it, but like I said, I will continue to use it and update you, of course. But yeah, I kind of like the way the whole look came together. I think the star of the show is this lipstick, though. Don't you think? I think so. That is it. That is all for this video. As always, thank you so, so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. I do get some analytics back from YouTube, and it looks like a really big chunk of you who are watching my videos consistently aren't yet subscribed. So please do consider subscribing if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram too for a lot more over there, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully. Bye.